Hello, this is Heather from EDM Global Campus. I have Louis from University of East Anglia. Can you introduce yourself to Korean students, please?
Thank you, Heather. Hello, everyone. My name is Louis Sillett. I'm from the University of East Anglia, UEA. I am the International Officer for East Asia. That means that I look after Korea, Hong Kong and Taiwan, and I help students from Korea that are looking to apply to our university and support them along the way.
I heard a lot of good things about UEA recently, so can you introduce your university a bit to Korean students,
Definitely.
please?
So at University of East Anglia at UEA, we are known for having a great student experience and a beautiful campus as well. So our campus has lots of nature. If you see any pictures of it, it's a beautiful green space. There's lots of animals, and you might have seen our little bunny rabbit here because we have bunny rabbits that are on our campus that run round. So it's a lovely place to get acquainted with the UK. In terms of our university itself, we're in the city of Norwich, which is in the east of the UK. It's 2 hours away from London and it's 1 hour from Cambridge. The city is bigger than Cambridge, but smaller than London. Now, you might think to yourself, that is a bit of a rural place. I don't know about that city. But what we say is that it's close to London and you don't have the cost of living in London. So you can go and visit and then come back again to your safe city. And that's one of the things. It's safe, it's affordable, and it's you kind of get used to the UK rather than going to that big place in London.
Okay, so how about interesting features about Norwich? Korean students are not quite familiar with the city, right? That's a
good point, to be honest. So our city at the moment is going crazy for Korean culture. So we have just recently, in the last 3 years, we've opened 2 new restaurants. One is called Kimchi, one is called Seoulborn. We've also opened, just below Kimchi is a bubble tea place which plays K-pop all the time.
You'll feel like home.
You'll feel like, exactly. It'll make you feel like a little bit of Korea there. We also have a supermarket which has just opened called Itaewon, and you can get, because you might think UK food, like, oh no, please, I need like a little bit of taste of Korea. And so you can go to Itaewon and get all of your needs and all of your Korean food too. I would say that Norwich as well is a very historic town. It has cobbled streets, it's got a castle, a cathedral, and it's just a nice medium-sized city in the UK.
Well, it's interesting to hear that there are 2 Korean restaurants and a Korean store. So students, UK food is not that bad, but you can feel home there.
I think that's one of the things. Like in the UK, it's so diverse. Like we have lots of different international restaurants, all different types of food. And our campus at UEA is about 17,000 students, and the majority are UK British. But we have about 4,000 international students. And then,
good number.
Yeah, so and they come from all around the globe, and about 10 students from Korea per year. So you won't go to Norwich and think, oh wow, I'm just in Seoul. Everyone here is Korean students. Like it's so diverse, and you're going to get students from all around. I would also maybe say one last thing about UEA is that we have 4 Nobel Prize winners who are our friends and also were alumni. And one of those was Han Kan.
Everyone knows about Han Kan, right?
She was based at UEA, and we have a British Centre for Literature. And Han Kan was based at our university in 2015. So.
Yeah, I heard a lot about good things about UEA, but I would ask you about the campus.
Yes.
Yeah, I heard about the Avengers thing.
Yeah, that's a good point. So our university is probably famous if you've ever seen the Avengers movie, because we have an art gallery that's based on our campus called the Sainsbury Centre, it was used as Avengers HQ across their movies. So we had Robert Downey Jr., we had all of the big stars. They came to our campus. So you can imagine us all, we were like,
Why
Whoa!
Why wasn't I there? Oh God.
It's because the director, Joe Russo, he studied at our university, not for his whole undergraduate, but just for 1 year. And he loved the campus and he really liked the Sainsbury's Centre and was like...
He used it in his movie.
He's like, I'm going to bring everyone from Hollywood over to see it.
I should have studied at UEA to see that. All right, I'm just wondering about some student support for international students because they will be away from their home and I just want them to know UEA is supportive to them. So do you have any features about that?
That's a really good question and definitely something that international students are always concerned about. At the University of East Anglia, we're ranked in the top 20 in the QS World Rankings in the whole world for the well-being and support on our campus. And the reason why we have such a high ranking is because the environment that is created for our nice campus and the lovely people that work there too. I can't say myself, but we have a student support team which is based centrally on campus, so any students can walk in to ask any questions, and within that team is an international student support team. If there's any issues that you have in terms of opening a UK bank account, visa questions, that team are dedicated to helping only international students.
That's very great.
There's also we have an international orientation week. So before you start in September, before you start your classes, the week before is known as kind of welcome for all of like UK students to come and international students to come and kind of get to know the campus. But a week before that, we have a dedicated international orientation. That's where we run airport collection services to help students that are coming to Norwich, and we'll pick you up from the airport and take you to campus. We have a dedicated team on campus to welcome you, and so you literally arrive, you go to the student information zone, you collect your accommodation keys, and we'll help you to get to your accommodation. And in that time there will be events as well that will help students kind of meet one another.
I really like the university very much. Do you have any kind of scholarship for international students?
Thank you, Heather. That's a great question. So we do. We have for this year, for this 2025 entry, we have a £4,000 scholarship. This is automatic, and this is for all international students, and this is for each year they study with us. So if you came on via the level 4 high national diploma into our second year, we would give you £4,000 year 1 and £4,000 year 2. And then if you just came, if you completed the level 5 high national diploma and came to level 3, we would give you £4,000 for that year. So automatic, and you don't have to apply for it.
That's a lot of money. If Korean students don't know about UK scholarship, it's normally like 1,000 or 1,500-ish. But UEA offers 4,000 for scholarship for international students, which is a great advantage. And if you study at EDM Global Campus for H&D, which is level 4 and 5, you can go into year 2 or year 3, depending on what major you want to study. Can you tell Korean students who are considering to study in the UK or UEA about the program and others, please?
Yeah, that's excellent. So with the EDM Global Campus Higher National Diploma, you can enter into our business management program, our marketing and management program, or our human resources and management program, all at level 2. And then at level 3, so with the high-ND national diploma, level 5, you can enter into our level 3, and that is for the final year entry of marketing and management and business management. Now, you may look at our university and think, why would I choose that university, and why would I choose to study business or marketing and management and human resource management at that university? Now, What we do at our university is slightly different. We work very closely with local businesses and local industry, and we want to make the program very practical. Because you could go maybe to America, you could go to a different university, and you might be introduced to minors and majors, or at our university, you're focused on business. Now that's because our lecturers are practitioners, they have real life business experience, and we have two kind of good components of the course which makes it different. The first is we have over 200 startup businesses, and they are based at our campus. Now, they get involved in your course, so what they could say, an example is you could get into a group of four with your group of four students, and one of these local startup businesses could say to you four students, I need help with my social media, I don't know how to do LinkedIn, and what the business will get out of this is their LinkedIn profile will get better, hopefully, from the student's work, and you as a student get to say in an interview or in your CV, when you're applying for a job, I've helped this startup business with their LinkedIn profile. So within your 2-year or 3-year program, you have experience of working with a startup business, which makes you graduate with, yes, a business a business bachelor degree, and also experience of working with a business, which is a perfect combination. The second thing that we do at our university is we have a consultancy board, which means that businesses locally in our industry sit with our academics. And the academics listen and they say, what are you looking for in graduates that are going into business, human resources, marketing? And the businesses will say, we want graduate students to have this skill or this skill. So our academics will take that away, and then when they're writing the classes, the curriculum, it's based on what these businesses want in a student. So you can be confident that if you study at our university, you're going to learn the practical skills to make you employable and get a job when you then finish. Now UEA, 2 years ago now, was voted #1 in the whole of the UK for job prospects. So if you're looking for a job after you study, we were voted #1.
Okay, we learned a lot about UEA, and I hope you learned a lot about this university as well. So they have great program, and hopefully we can meet you like at UEA and Indian Global Campus.
Welcome to UEA, and come and meet our little bunny here.
Welcome to Indian Global Campus. Bye.
Bye-bye.